Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video we commenced and started with exercise number 2.4 of question number 1 related with the topic derivative of different function using generalized power rule, chapter number 2 differentiation, FSC part 2 mathematics. In today's video I am going to solve question number 2 related with the same exercise number 2.4, chapter number 2 differentiation. So let's move toward question number 2. It tells that determine derivative f prime of x. F prime of x is actually the representation of derivative in each case. So the first part tells that a function is given f of x is equal to 2x minus 5 whole cube multiply 5x minus 7. So let's move toward a solution for the part number A. Let's suppose this is first function, and let's suppose this is second function. So f prime of x is actually the derivative. So f prime of x for the two function is actually equal to the first function derivative d by dx of the second function. Second function is 5x minus 7. So d by dx of the second function, this is the formula, plus second function derivative of the first function. Remember this formula we already learned in the previous videos. So f prime of x will be equal to the first function. First function is 2x minus 5 whole cube. So 2x minus 5 whole cube multiply d by dx of second function. So this is function d by dx of second function is 5x minus 7 plus second function which is 5x minus 7 and d by dx of first function. First function is 2x minus 5 whole cube. Now by simplification it becomes 2x minus 5 whole cube multiply derivative of 5x is just 5 and the derivative of negative 7 is 0 plus 5x minus 7 d by dx of this function. Remember here we will use generalized power rule. So 3 will come to the front and subtract 2 in the power. So it becomes 2x minus 5 whole square, and also take the derivative of this inner function. So the derivative will be derivative of negative 5 is 0 and the derivative of 2x is just 2. Now after simplification it will give us 5 times of 2x minus 5 whole cube and plus 3 multiply 2 gives us a value 6 and that 6 multiply with this 2. So 6 multiply 5 gives us a value 30x and 6 multiply negative 7 gives us a value minus 42. Multiply 2x minus 5 whole square. Now after this take out 2x minus 5 whole square common. So inside we are left with 5 times of, here we take out 2x minus 5 whole square common, so we are just left with 1 time of 2x minus 5. So 2x minus 5. After this we take out 2x minus 5 whole square, we are left with 30x and minus 42. So after simplification it will give us a value 2x minus 5 whole square. Inside 5 multiply 2x gives us 10x and plus 30x, it will give us a value 40x. 10x plus 38 gives us 40x. 5 multiply negative 5 minus 25 and minus 42. So minus 52 minus 62 and minus 20 minus 67. So this is the required derivative. 2x minus 5 whole square multiply 40x minus 67. This is the required result. Now move to part number B. It tells that a function f of x is equal to x plus 2 whole square divided by x minus 1. Find the derivative. Remember, here this function is given in the fraction form. So remember, when the function is given in the fraction form, we will use the quotient rule. So let's suppose this is first function and let's suppose this is second function. So you know that solution, the formula for the derivative in fraction form is f prime of x is equal to second function derivative of the first function minus first function and the derivative of the second function divided by second function whole square. This is the formula. Using this formula and get the required result for the derivative of f of x. So second function is x minus 1 multiplied derivative of this function. So their derivative will be d by dx of x plus 2 whole square. After this minus first function which is x minus 1 and derivative d by dx of minus first function. First function is x plus 2 whole square. So x plus 2 whole square and d by dx of the second function which is x minus 1 and whole divided by second function whole square which is x minus 1 whole square. Now after simplification it becomes x minus 1 d by dx of this function. Using generalized power rule 2 will comes to the front and we will subtract 1 in the power. It becomes just x plus 2 and take the derivative of this inner function which gives us a value 1. minus time of x plus 2 whole square, and the derivative of this function, you know the derivative of x is 1 and this is 0, so it will give us just 1 whole divided by x minus 1 whole square, which is the second function in this case. After this, so here if we look at the common element is x plus 2 in both of these, so taking out x plus 2 as a common, inside we are left with x minus 1 multiplied 2, which gives us 2x minus 2, 2x minus 2, and here if we is supposed to be taken x plus 2 common, we are just left with minus time of x plus 2, which gives us a value minus x and minus 2, and whole divided by second function x minus 1 whole square. Now after simplification, it will give us a value x plus 2 multiply 2x minus x gives us a value x, and minus 2 gives us a value minus 4, and divided by x minus 1 whole square. So this is the required derivative. Now move to part number C. A function given f of x is equal to 2x minus 5 divided by x minus 4 whole raised to the power 4. Find their derivative. Remember, if we consider this is a single function and this is a power of this single function, so we will use generalized power rule. So move towards the solution. F prime of x will be equal to the, using generalized power rule, this 4 will come to the front in the derivative and subtract 1 in the power. So 2x minus 5 divided by x minus 4, it becomes 4 minus 1 gives us a value 3. Now after this is not the end of the problem number part C. Here we will take the derivative of this inner function also. So d by dx of the inner function, which is 2x minus 5 divided by x minus 4. Now after this, it becomes 4 times of 2x minus 5 divided by x minus 4 whole cube. Using the quotient rule over here, quotient rule tells that the second function derivative of this function, so it will give us 2 minus this function derivative of this function, which gives us a value 1 divided by this function whole square. This is the formula. Now after this, 4 times of 2x minus 5 divided by x minus 4 whole cube, it will give us 2x, and minus 2x it will cancel out with each other, and minus 8 plus 5 it will give us a value minus 3 divided by x minus 4 whole square. Now after this, 3 will multiply with 4, it will give us a value minus 12, 2x minus 5 whole cube, and in numerator we are left with x minus 4 whole cube, and x minus 4 whole square gives us x minus 4 whole raised to the power 5. This is the required derivative. Now move to part number D. A function is given f of x is equal to x multiply under root of 2x square plus 11. Find their derivative. Move towards the solution. Let's suppose this is first function and let's suppose this is second function. So when the two functions are multiplied with each other, we will use the product rule of differentiation, which tells that f prime of x is equal to first function derivative of the second function plus second function derivative of the first function. Now using this formula, first function is x. Derivative of this function d by dx of this function can be written as 2x square plus 11. We can write under root in the form of 1 over 2 in the power plus second function, which is 2x square plus 11 whole under the root, and d by dx of first function, which d by dx of first function is actually x. Now after this, it becomes x time of d by dx of this function. Using generalized power rule, 1 over 2 will comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power, so it will give us 2x square plus 11. When subtract 1 from 1 over 2, it gives us power minus 1 over 2, and also take the derivative of this inner function, which gives us a value. Derivative of 11 is 0, and the derivative of 2x square according to the generalized power rule will be 4x. After this, plus 2x square plus 11, and the derivative of x is actually 1. After this, it will give us a value x multiply 1 over 2. This will come to the denominator, 8 power will become plus 1 over 2, and we will write in under root form 2x square plus 11 under the root multiply 4 times of x. So 4 times of x can be written as 2 multiply 2x plus under root of 2x square and plus 11. Now this 2 will cancel out with this 2. We are left with x multiply 2x, which gives us a value 2x square divided by under the root of 2x square and plus 11, and plus under root of 2x square and plus 11. Now here in denominator we have 1, so multiply under root of 2x square plus 11 in denominator, and also multiply under root of 2x square plus 11. So here in numerator we are left with 2x square and they will multiply with each other, so it will give us a value 2x square plus 11, just 2x square plus 11. Why? Because here the power is 1 over 2 and here the power is 1 over 2. They will add with each other and it gives us a single 1. So we are left with just 2x square plus 11. So 2x square plus 11, and in numerator we have 2x square plus under the root, 2x square plus 11 under the root. So in numerator we are left with 4x square plus 11 divided by under the root of 2x square plus 11. So this is the simplified form for the derivative of part number D. Now move to part number E. A function is given f of x is equal to 3x multiply cube root of 3x plus 7. Now we are going to find their derivative. So move towards the solution. Let's suppose this is first function 3x and this is second function. So when the two functions are multiplied with each other, we will use the product rule of differentiation. So f prime of x will be equal to the first function 3x, so derivative of the second function, this is the formula 3x plus 7. This is cube root, so cube root can be written as power 1 over 3 plus this cube root function which is 3x plus 7 and cube root derivative of the first function which is 3x. First function derivative of second plus second derivative of the first function is equal to 3x multiplied by dx of this function will be 1 over 3 will comes to the front according to the generalized power rule, and subtract 1 in the power, it becomes 3x plus 7, the power will become minus 2 by 3. And here also take the derivative of this inner function, so its derivative is just 3 because 7 derivative is 0, so it gives us just a value 3, and plus cube root of 3x plus 7. Multiply derivative of 3x is just 3. This 3 is cancelled out with this 3. We are just left with 3x divided by this 3x plus 7. When it comes to the denominator, the power will becomes positive. So we can write in the denominator it 3x plus 7, power will be 2 by 3, the power will becomes positive. 3x plus 7 power 2 over 3. This 2 over 3 can be written as 2 into 1 over 3. 3 multiply 1 over 3 can be written as 2 over 3. And here plus 3 times of cube root of 3x plus 7. Now after this 1 over 3 can be written in the form of cube. So 3x divided by cube root of 3x plus 7 whole square and their cube root plus 3 times of cube root of 3x plus 7. Now multiplying the cube root of 3x plus 7, 3x plus 7 cube root and also multiply 3x plus 7 cube root. Here we have 3x plus 7 cube root whole square. Now here we are going to take the LCM of 3x plus 7 cube root, 3x plus 7 cube root. This is LCM. Here we have cube root of 3x plus 7, just a single cube root of 3x plus 7. So here we will take another cube root of 3x plus 7, multiplying 3x, and plus here cube root of 3x plus 7. So here we are left with 3 multiply cube root of 3x plus 7 square. So we can simplify it further. So here it will becomes a very difficult. So here the required result is just this 3x divided by cube root of 3x plus 7 whole square plus 3 times of 3x plus 7 cube root. Now move to part number f. A function f of x is equal to 2x plus 11 under the root divided by 3x minus 8 whole square. Let's suppose this is first function and let's suppose this is second function. Now we use the formula for the derivative f prime of x will be equal to a second function. We use the quotient rule formula. Second function derivative of this function d by dx of we can write it 2x plus 11 power 1 over 2 minus this function 2x plus 11 and derivative of this function according to the general quotient rule 3x minus 8 whole square divided by this function whole square. So it will give us 3x minus 8, so whole square, so 2 multiplied 2 gives us 4. So 3x minus 8 whole raised to the power 4. After this 3x minus 8 whole square, its derivative will be 1 over 2 will comes to the front. So its derivative will be 1 over 2 times of 2x plus 11 and also take the derivative of this function which gives us a value 2 minus time of 2x plus 11. Derivative of this function will be 2 will comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power. so it gives us just a 3x minus 8. Also take the derivative of the inner function, which gives us a value 3 divided by 3x minus 8 whole raised to the power 4. Now this 2 is cancelled out with this 2. We are left with 3x minus 8 whole square divided by under the root of 2x plus 11 minus time of under root of 2x plus 11. Here it gives us 6 time of 3x minus 8. So 6 time of 3x minus 8 whole divided by 3x minus 8 whole raised to the power 4. Here if I take LCM, so let's suppose I multiply 2x plus 11 and divide 2x plus 11 under the root and also multiply 2x plus 11 under the root. Now after this, it becomes 3x minus 8 whole square. If I take LCM 2x plus 11 under the root, and it becomes minus 6 multiplied 3x, it will give us a value minus 18x, minus 18 here, minus 18x, minus 18x and plus 48, minus 16x plus 48, and this will multiply 2x plus 11 over here, 2x plus 11. And whole divided by 2x plus 11 under the root will comes to the denominator, 2x plus 11. Multiply this function, which is 3x minus 8 whole the rest to the power 4. Now after this, we can simplify it. So here minus 18x multiply 2, it will give us a value minus 36x square. Minus 36x square minus 18x plus multiply 11. So 18 multiply 10 gives us 180. And after this, it will give us a value minus 198x, minus 198x. And 48 multiply 2 will give us a value 96x. And 48 multiply 11. So 48 multiply 10 gives us 480. And after this again add 48. So 8 2 1 and 17. 8 4 plus 8 it gives us 12, and here it gives us a value 5 to 8. So plus 5 to 8, and whole divided by, here we are also with 3x minus 8 whole square. So it will cancel out with this. We are left with 3x minus 8 whole square and 2x plus 11 under the root. Now after this, minus 36x square, and here it is minus 198x and plus 96. So it will give us minus 102x and plus 528 and divided by under the root of 2x plus 11 multiply this function 3x minus 8 whole square. This is the required derivative. Now move to the last part of today's lecture, part number G. A function f of x is given, which is equal to 3x minus 8 divided by x plus 9 whole raised to the power 7. Here we will use the generalized power rule. So f prime of x will be equal to this power will comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power. So it becomes 7 minus 1 gives us 6. Also take derivative of this inner function using generalized quotient rule, x plus 9. Derivative of this function, which gives us 3, minus this function. Derivative of this function is 1 divided by second function whole square. Now by simplification, 7 times of 3x minus 8 whole raised to the power 6. 3x minus 8 whole raised to the power 6 multiply 7. Here x plus 9 power is 6 and x plus 9 power is 2. So in denominator their power will becomes plus 8 because they will add with each other because both are in denominator. So the power will be positive 8. And here it becomes 3x plus 27. 3x plus 27 minus 3x and plus 8. And whole divided by, here we do not left with each element, so 3x will cancel out with negative 3x, 27 plus 8, so it will give us 35. So 7 multiply 35 will give us a value 5 3, 21 and 3, 245. So it will give us a value 245 multiply 3x minus 8 whole raised to power 6 divided by x plus 9 whole raised to power 8. This is the required derivative. So with this question, thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon to receive the upcoming notification about FSC Part 2 Mathematics Derivative. Thank you.